What's up, Chosen family? Chosen Trades here, back with another video for y'all. Today I'll be going over a trade that I took this week. This trade was a EURUSD sell, and I'll just be breaking down my thought process and how I took the trade, things that I looked for in order for this to be a successful trade. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So we're on the daily time frame. Alright, so we're on the daily time frame. This was the candle. So yeah, this candle was about 2 weeks ago. So before taking the trade during the new week, this is what it was. So my bias for the week was bearish. As we can see, the charts are in a downtrend. So with that, I had my bias to be a bearish narrative. So I'm only looking for shorts going into the new week. So we'll drop down to a 4-hour time frame just to see what it was. So this was a specific imbalance that I marked up on the 1 hour, I believe. Let's check to make sure. This might have actually been a 50-minute or a 5-minute. So actually it should be adjusted a bit like this. So looking at the 5 minutes, this was the imbalance that I was aiming to target for price to tap into. So let's go right back to the 4-hour. We can reset our charts. So we see here that price runs up into this fair value gap. It rejects nicely off the fair value gap. It shows bearishness with this candle right here. So going into the new week, I was looking for shorts. Usually having an intraday setup or looking for intraday trades, I usually would go to the 1 hour 50 minutes. So let's go on to the 1 hour first. Let's go to the 1 hour first. Mark up our time frames, or mark up the session for New York. That's what I like to do typically, just to kind of help me focus in on what exactly I'm looking for on the charts. So now with this nice rejection, I see this as a big manipulation candle, simply an FU candle to retail traders, dumb money traders, whatever you want to call it. So we move into Sunday. It's consolidating. There's no real trade price action. So then into New York Open, we see this run back into an imbalance level. So I believe on the 15-minute, that was a CB of some sort. Look at the 15, or even if we go down to the 5-minute, yeah, we can see here this was a CB, simply a CB. So usually this is an area that I deem fit, because using the dealing range, and like I said, you can't have a bias. You can't have a dealing range without having a bias. So this is my dealing range, and since my bias was bearish, I would fit from the swing high to the swing low. We can see here price taps into this 62 fib level. That's enough for me, honestly. 70 is great, but anywhere above this 50% retracement, this is equilibrium. So anything above is premium, anything below is a discount. So we're currently in a premium, and with shorts, we always want to look for a premium. So now that we're in that 62 fib level, I see here that price ran up, and we'll actually run this back just a little bit on the market replay. So if price runs up, we want to see a rejection of some sort. So usually I like to take my entries off the 1 minute. So I was really hunting my setup on the 1 minute. So we see this market structure shift right here. Right here, we see that market structure shift right here. See that market structure shift right there. Mark it up, we see a nice displacement level right here, which showing that we're in an area to take a short, because for one, this is a nice PD array, specifically a premium array. So if you want to just make sure in Confluence that this is a good area to take, once you do the dealing range in this specific area or this specific level. So you swing high to swing low, we see that we're currently in a premium If we mark up our fair value gap right here, mark up our SIBI, and we see that we fit our level, we see that we're definitely in a premium. So now that we see that we're in a premium, I believe just kind of eyeballing it, this is where I took my entry right here, just because I usually like to take it once it taps into that. If it taps into that 62 or 79 fib level, that's great, but usually my target level is with just as long as it's in this zone, I'm going for the short. So I have my stops here just above this high, and then my target level honestly would be right here to the session low. So this is the session low right here. Or if I want to be a bit ambitious, I believe I had my stops even below this level, because there's relatively equal lows right here. So this is an easy place for price to want to grab liquidity. So right here, this is a 1 to 6 setup. Honestly, had taken partials right around here at this level. I'll just walk you guys through it and show you where exactly my partials hit and the outcome of the trade I specifically took. So yeah, let me mark this draw liquidity. So yeah, we see price ran up into here, a bit of drawdown, then aggressively moves price lower, and we see down in some profit. So let's continue and watch this trade play out. So you see price kind of floats around entry, then it moves down, then boom, it hits my first draw liquidity. So I took partials right here. So if you like, mark this up for you guys. Partials taken here. And the thing after taking this trade, once I journaled and made some reflections, I realized that I went break even too early. So after this trade had hit my first TP, I went break even right around here. What I should have done was just lowered my stops a bit, maybe to like right here, or even to this high, as opposed to breaking even prematurely. So I just move it like this. So price ended up hitting my first TP. So I bagged some profits over there. Price began to run up a little bit, and the only reason I went break even here was because I had other things to do. My mind was focused on other things outside the chart. So since I was already in the trade and my first TP had hit, I just wanted to make sure my account was protected. I'm not entirely mad at myself, but then again, I should have been more honed in on the charts and realized the decision I was making. Let's continue. So yeah, it breaks this previous low, continues to go lower, runs up a bit, fighting to kind of figure out where it wants to go. Yeah, it's fighting to figure out where it wants to go. Boom, it hits my break even right around here. So I was out of the trade. At least I bagged some good profits, which can't complain. Then after the kill zone, the New York kill zone, it began to aggressively move lower. Still was fighting to figure out where it wanted to go. So we see this consolidation area right over here. But I mean, if you trusted the trade and the setup and knowing that we're in a bearish market, that we have a bearish narrative in the first day of the trading week, then you wouldn't be so worried about that. So let's continue seeing this play trade out. See price begins to move lower. You could even take partials right around here at this level. This would be a good area to take partials. So yep, it hit it. So you would have took some partials. You probably would have moved your stop break even after the second TP was hit. That's something I would have done. Then we see price retrace a bit just to find some liquidity to kind of push the market lower. See price free fall falling downwards, aggressively heading lower. Once this low is broken, definitely can move me ups right here. Price is really fighting on where it wants to go. It's consolidating a bit. This is after the session, so usually we should expect some type of consolidation. Okay, now price is finding momentum lower. Let's go on to the 3-minute just to not have so many candles being printed on the charts for the sake of seeing it clearly. So yeah, price aggressively sells lower, heads lower. See that it's close to my TP, but not quite. Right when I said here, it broke this low, you could have definitely went break even, or not break even, move your stops to this level, so then now you're in stop profit. If you'd like, even take some partials around this area, or even when it broke that previous low. So we see price moving downwards. Now boom, price hits final TP. So this was a good trade for the first day of the week, of the trading week. I really liked how price was able to give me that go ahead from the beginning. It followed exactly what I was looking for. This is a signature setup trade I take any day of the week. I was really confident in it. The only thing that tripped me up, like I said, was at the beginning where I wasn't entirely locked in on the charts per se. But at least, you know, profit is profit, and I'm still grateful to be able to extract something from the market. I'll take it like that. This is my first trade in about a month now, so I'm working my way back up to gradually get the gears moving. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. We can continue to see what ends up happening with price action. So yeah, price just begins to run up, then even heads lower and lower, and yeah, breaks even that lower. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, share. This was a pretty brief video, just going over, you know, my thought process on how I took this trade, what exactly I was looking for in the markets, and you know, how I managed the trade, and what I can learn from this. Ultimately, as being a trader, it's important to generate trades, document what it is that you want, just so you can see what it is that you were looking before the trade and your realization after taking the trade. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any questions specifically on maybe my entry or how I managed the trade or anything else regarding this, just drop a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you. I'll be more than willing to answer your question. But with that being said, signing out. Chosen.